everyone, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. Oh my god, you guys, it is an emergency, a hair emergency, yes. I have seen some of you tagging me in this and requesting I do this, so I thought, fine, I'll indulge you. We are going to be doing a wig recreation of the gigantic wig Maddy Morphosis wore on the pit stop. James's version, like Taylor's version, okay? Oh my gosh, so, you guys, this wig has stirred up a lot of controversy online. Oh my goodness, people are buzzing about this. It has caused fights. There's been rap battles happening over this wig. It's a lot, and I have to say, it hurt a little bit this morning to wake up and see that Bob the Drag Queen's wig has been thrown into this battle. I don't approve of this, as I have a personal connection to that wig, and why are they in it, okay? That wig has nothing to do with this. Leave the first impressions wig out of this, okay? Because that's my girl.
Don't make me choose, okay?
Sophie's choice up in here, okay? Knock it off. Now, I've dug through my garage and I found a bunch of junky old wigs that I could use for this, because the point of this is to just have gigantic hair. It just has to be big. So I feel like this should be pretty good and pretty easy to do. Now, this wig is originally done by the Hair Witch. Yes, and I believe she counted how many ponytails? I think it was like 29. It was like a large amount, which means that hair had to be heavy. Oh my gosh. Now, let me just ask Maddy quick a question here on live. Hey Maddy, can you explain to me what the inspiration was behind your pit stop wig? Just curious. I'm not using it for a video or anything, but if you want to send a voice memo, that would be super helpful. It would help me understand it better, wink wink. Let's see if she responds, and if she doesn't, she's dead to me.
Okay, so my inspiration for the gigantic wig was literally just to have a gigantic wig. So my friend Athena Sinclair, aka the Hair Witch, she makes like absurdly big hair for a lot of people, and I was just like, I wonder how big she can make it. So I literally just asked her, I was like, what's the biggest hair you can make? I had no plans for a huge hair. I just wanted a astonishingly huge hair for no reason. And so yeah, so she came to Vegas with like 30 ponytails and went to work, and then like a couple weeks later, the pit stop called me and they're like, hey, you want to come be on the pit stop? And I didn't have an outfit planned, but I had, you know, one of the world's biggest wigs. So I thought, you know what, let's make a thumbnail history. Yeah, that was the inspo.
So here we are. We have our hair right here. Let's start styling it. Now, I can't remember what this was for. I feel like this is probably like an old iconic blonde's wig at some point, but she was in my garage. So we're going to start with her as our base, because we need a lace front base. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, let me just grab my teasing brush and let's start by teasing this out. All right, we're just going to go for height. So we're just going to start ratting down as much as possible. Oh, you like my hair? I'm actually wearing a double stack of the Prom Queen, available at Jaymes Mansfield Beauty. Now, I decided since I'm doing gigantic hair, I really should like mellow it out and wear a pussycat wig today. So that's what I did. So here I am presenting you the pussiest pussycat wig you've ever seen. I'm kind of living. It's kind of giving Dreamgirls a little bit, or like Dusty Springfield-ish. I'm kind of living. I don't normally do pussycat wigs, but when I do, I look good, okay? Agree, just agree. All right. Tease, 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 tease. Tease it to beyond recognition. We just want height. Okay. The only downside about doing this to a pre-cut lace wig is I'm afraid I'm gonna like tear a huge hole in the lace. It's about to be 10 o'clock here. 10 p.m. right now. I'm styling this gigantic wig that I will probably never wear ever again. But here's what we do on this channel, okay? Because we're crazy people over here. All right? Grab a few more sections, and this will be good for the base. Because I don't need the base to be too wild, because I still have to attach hair to it. Now, you didn't see that. Looking at the picture, I thought it was only like a triple stack, and then I actually saw the full wig in motion. I'm like, holy shit, that is a lot of wigs. Like, a lot of wiglets went into making this. Like, it was very impressive. I loved it, because I just love gigantic hair regardless. Like, I love it. I don't care. As long as it's big, it has a place in my home, all right? And it reminded me so much of like wigs I used to wear back in Milwaukee when I first started doing drag. Because like what I would do is, hear me out, I wasn't the best at cosmetics, but I knew a thing or two about doing hair. So I would always like triple stack or even quadruple stack wigs just to get the most biggest hair I could possibly get. And I'd stuff it up with like garbage bags and grocery bags, all sorts of stuff. So like when you touch the hair, it would crinkle. But honestly, they got huge. Like I got really good at it to where I teased it a little bit and like there would be massive clumps of hair on my head. Because I figured like if you can't impress people with the makeup, at least impress them with the hair. All right, so that's the base so far. And she's big, but we have to make her bigger. So I have a few hair pieces. Let's see. This is actually a topper I sell on Jaymes Mansfield Beauty. I don't think we have them anymore, but this was the Tease Me topper, and she's gonna go on top of this, and we're gonna try and get even more height out of this. I've never actually teased these up fully before, so this is gonna be exciting. So let's take this one off and start our next wig. So what I'm going to do is repin this, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I have the Tease Me topper all pinned on the head. So let's start this out. For those of you who are lucky enough to get one of these, you're in for it because these things get gigantic when they get teased out. Oh my God. So here we go. Let's just start teasing her away. Now when I think of like these gigantic hairstyles, I always think of like mod 1960s kind of photo shoots. Like I always think of that classic one of Diana Ross. I think it was like for Jet or Essence, where she has like a hairpiece wall that she's like standing up against. So it looks like her hair is just this gigantic piece. So good. Or even, I believe Bunny, Marco's Wigs, I think did like that gigantic one she wore at Wigstock, which was like 10 wigs all put together. It was gigantic. Now I love gigantic hair on drag queens. It is such a staple and a dying art if you ask me. Not many girls still do that anymore, where they have just like the enormous freaking wig. Just like wig on wig on wig on wig. That used to be such a thing and not really so much anymore. We need to bring that back, damn it. Bring back big hair. I feel like once I combine them, they're gonna get huge. Well, we gotta tease it out first. So let's do this. And we should get the height we want because the Tease Me topper is a cone. So it's gonna already give you a boost that way. So as long as we add teasing on top of that, it's gonna get huge. I'm just gonna take it off, put it in the lap because I need to really concentrate on this. Old school me. Remember I used to do this all the time. Just take it off and just put it right in my lap and do it. I'm doing my styling Barbie head hair. Just going to town on this head. When I tell you, I've ruined so many of those Barbie styling heads as a kid, just teasing it up and like not knowing how to shape it. So it's just like a big giant mass of teasing and hairspray. I got my work cut out for me, so I'm gonna tease the rest of this and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I have this wig teased out and I have our topper teased out. So we should get some big old hair from this. So let's see how it looks. Now I parted some space here, 3 or 4 tracks back. So let's put this here and we're gonna put it as close to the hairline as we can because that's gonna create the most height. We use a bobby pin because I'm not gonna zip tie this in because I'm gonna reuse this thing afterwards. This is the last topper I have left and it was my own personal one. I ain't selling it. Plus, I'm not gonna figure out the shipping on this. I don't know what size box this would need, but I can guarantee you it's in the 100 range to ship something this large. So I'm not doing all that. Pin this on with our Maryland Phase, the best bobby pin for putting on gigantic pieces, okay? I'm not even sponsored. I wish they would sponsor me because honestly, I go through these pins so much. I love them, but I always lose them because I'm very bad at keeping track of things. Not because they're easy to lose, it's because I just never remember to like put them someplace good after I use them. It's already gigantic. We love that. That's what we love to see. Let's just fold up the back and pin it on. I think we might need one more. Yeah, it's probably like one more. Let me just pull one from here. We got one back here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a double stack here too. Okay, gigantic hair. It is my favorite thing. Let's try and smooth this out because it's just like a gigantic like explosion, like a mane. Oh, hit the microphone. Hit the microphone again. Okay. So yeah, that's essentially what we're trying to do here is create a gigantic mane. Also, her hair is like a bunch of ponytails sewn together. Now, I don't have the means to go out and find a bunch of blonde ponytails or source a bunch of wigs this quickly. So I have here, this is actually a hair piece I made for brunch when I used to do Totally Hair Barbie. So we're gonna put this underneath as our fall to give that length. I believe this was from Shopwell Beauty. I forget what he calls it, but it's the longest wig he has. And it worked, it went down to my feet. The only problem is just like I constantly have to brush it out because it is synthetic hair, so it's gonna tangle up when it's really, really long like that. Like nothing you can do is gonna prevent that. Because even 30-inch wigs tangle when they're synthetic, okay? Synthetic hair tangles. It's just a part of life. You gotta brush it. Get over it. All right, so let's brush this up and create height. Because what I like about this hair is just like to recreate it, it's actually not that hard. We just have to stack a bunch of wigs together and just get it as big as possible. Okay, I love it. You know what it's kind of giving me? It kind of gives me that like Glamorama wig I styled a long time ago. Like when Rockstar Wigs released that like wig that had like a big dome in the back of it. And it had those heinous sideburns on it that like went down to here. I guess like it was before I realized at that time that like you're able to trim those. You don't have to keep them that length. Like you're supposed to like trim it to make it fit your head. But I was fully wearing them just like mutton chops on my head like a dumbass. But also bear in mind, being a novice back at that time is like no one explains that to you. You kind of just gotta like figure that out for yourself. Huge hair. I wonder how I'm gonna fit this in the frame. Oh my God, I'm loving it. Okay, so I essentially just gotta smooth this out somewhat, but the hairstyle is almost kind of there. I might add another one on top just for good measure. Let me consult my reference photo. Also bear in mind, Maddy Morphosis is tiny in real life. So like huge hair looks gigantic on her. Like it looks even bigger. Like she's like a little pixie in real life. She's so small. Pull this teasing up. Yes. We just want to encourage this height. Yes! Oh my God. I'm living. I love gigantic hair. Oh my God. Now I just kind of just like tease it and pluck it a little bit, but it should be good. And I got to put this on underneath, but it's going to give us that length. This is a topper. It's actually a full wig that I cut the lace off of. And I made a braid out of jumbo braid, and I just super glued it, like hot glued it to this thing to create like a nice braid switch. So I don't have to worry about like pinning that in constantly. So I literally would just like pin it on like that. And you have hair. Like, look at that. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. But we're gonna wear this as a wig underneath, which also will give us a nice little bump because there's some hair in it too. But we just got to basically smooth this out somewhat. Just get it nice and dinner plate smooth. And we should be good. But the hairstyle is already gigantic. So I'm going to tease and smooth a little bit and I'll be right back with the final result. Welcome back. This is the final result. Oh my God, this thing is gigantic. So I pinned the fall to the back. As you can see, she's longer now too. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, let's not do that anymore. Okay, that's enough of that bit. Oh my God, this is so big and it's heavy too. Oh my God, my head hurts. Now this is a full wig in the back of it as a fall. It's one of those like long Godiva wigs from Shop Will Beauty that I use for Totally Hair Barbie. Yes, oh my gosh. But this is so much fun. Like I miss having big hair like this. Like I remember I used to wear hair like this all the time. Not made nearly as well. I used to stuff it with garbage bags to try and get it gigantic, and it always sounded like crinkly and like, oh my God. Also, I think I stopped wearing it because I have no depth perception in drag and I'm clumsy. So like my biggest fear is like I'd walk through a doorway and like my hair would just be swinging for the door frame. Biggest fear in the world. So yeah, that's why we retired the big hair. But this is fun for a little moment. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Girl, it's so big. I'm really glad I used the teasy topper because I never really teased it out to see how big they actually can get. So those of you that got them, you're lucky because baby, you missed out if you didn't get this. This is a gigantic result from a single little topper. Oh my goodness. Now, one thing I noticed while putting this on is like, I found this. Look at, oh my God, it's Bun Bun. Look, I'm Lady Bunny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's totally Lady Bunny if you add a bang. This might just be the way it stays, honestly. After we're done with this video, I'm probably just gonna attach this bang permanently. Like, that's kind of it. It's like Lady Bunny or Demented Angeline. Very that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any kind of wig recreations you wanna see, let me know. Any rude girls you wanna see me recreate the wig for, I'm always listening. This one I saw so many people asking for it, so I thought, they asked, I will listen. So we did a She-mergency episode. This was James's version because I wasn't gonna sew 29 ponytails together, okay? I do not have it in me to source that many things this last minute, okay? So we use what we have, and I feel like we got a pretty sickening result based on what we had laying around. All right? Because I know if I did not style this soon, y'all would not leave me alone about it, okay? So I hope you're fed. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye. Now hit the outro. Click here and see try out Trixie Cosmetics eyeliners or see recreate Shea Coulee's All-Stars Beehive. Come on, click it, you know you want to. If you don't click it, I'll write a diss track about you, so click it.
Estoy perdida